Mr. O'Connor.
What is your real name?
Malcolm X.
Is that your legal name?
As far as I'm concerned, it's my legal name.
Have you been to court to establish that you are?
I didn't have to go to court to be called Murphy or Jones or Smith. Excuse me for answering you this way.
That's
if
all right.
a Chinese person were to say his name was Patrick Murphy, you would look at him like he's insane, because Murphy is an Irish name, a European name, or the name that has a Caucasian or white background. And a yellow person, Chinese is a yellow man, and he has nothing to do or no connection whatsoever with the name Murphy. And if it doesn't look proper for a person who is yellow or Chinese to be walking around named Murphy or Jones or Johnson or Bunch or Powell, I think it would be just as improper for a black person or the so-called Negro in this country, as we're taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to walk around with these names. And therefore he teaches us that during slavery, the same slave master who owned us put his last name on us to denote that we were his property. So that when you see a Negro today who's named Johnson, if you go back in his history, you'll find that he was once his grandfather, or one of his forefathers was owned by a white man who was named Johnson. If his name is Bunch, his grandfather was owned by a white man that was named Bunch.
Would you mind telling me what your father's last name was?
My father didn't know his last name. My father got his last name from his grandfather, and his grandfather got it from his grandfather, who got it from the slave master. The real names of our people were destroyed during slavery.
Was there any line, any point in the genealogy of your family when you did have to use the last name, and if so, what was it?
The last name of my forefathers was taken from them when they were brought to America and made slaves. And then the name of the slave master was given, which we refuse. We reject that name today.
You mean you won't even tell me what your father's supposed last name was, or gifted last name was?
Xander, it's the great, hey. Die real mad black man, hey. F&P, for your mind. No matter how old I get, I'm seeing more violence. African Americans living in Silent Hill. Nigga, don't act like you don't know the deal. Assassinations making it impossible for our black leaders. Damn, who the hell gon' teach us right or wrong? It's funny, nowadays I don't see another Uncle Phil or Carl Linslow. Oh man, I can't forget Mr. Cooper. One of the reason why I was a hooper, until you meet the streets and turn into a shooter. Jail nights, I had nigga having suicidal thought. This song is not about no color or no other race. I'm just trying to keep my color on the right pace. I understand different challenges that we face. I'd rather add or to multiply instead of subtracting food off your plate. Sometimes love turn to hate, friends turn to foes. That's why I'm standing on these 10 toes, writing rhymes, moving up like the Jeffersons, vocals like Dr. Sebi, medicine, General Marcus Garvey, rocking MLK and Obama's church in the high school. Young black activists spreading unknown intelligence. Mama always taught me to strive for greatness. Only person I know was praying for me when nobody wasn't. That's why I start to notice most of the people that love you really wish that's the jail. Repeating the same cycle. Never thought my first seed, a sea of broken home. It's crazy these days what a woman would let a man do to get a car and a dick and a home. Damn, how I see it, y'all both full of shit. If you around me, don't be surprised if I let it loose until you hit click. That was just pushing me to crash out. So I send my child some angels for protection while I'm repping my section. How far I came, I just thank God for all the blessings. Ask him, send me another message. Taking over my life, being my pilot. Tell my loved ones how work is in silence. It's a lot to sit to say from a college dropout. Keep the faith, even in it's a drought. My soul move mountains. You don't believe in yourself, that's why you might have some doubts. Doubt how you took a time out your day just to look at the sky and watch all the movements. If you didn't know, heart It's really calling, a lot of air pollution. Lord, please help us. The Bible says, signs of the end is when the seasons start to change. I feel like Neo, a chosen one from the Matrix. Never go to the Illuminati for a payment. For what? Sell a man profit. If it's a game, the whole world and lose its soul. The best thing in life is priceless. This is why I never care people to acknowledge me. I give myself my props while opportunity knocks. Diary of a man, black. Diary of a man, black man, black man. Diary of a man, black man, black man. Diary of a man, black man. Who wanna be that man? Diary of a man, who wanna be that man? Diary of a black man, man. Hey, who wanna be that man? Damn, hey, diary of a black man. Damn, hey, who wanna be that man? Damn, hey, who wanna be that man? Damn, hey, it's the black man. Diary of a man, black man. Who wanna be that man? That black man. Hey, who wanna be it's the great man? A black man. For your mind.